So, introduction to L1 regularization, also called a lasso for logistic regression. So we know that regularization lasso is using to logistic regression. Suppose we first of all we know that what is regularization and what is logistic regression and L1 regularization. Okay, so what is regularization? Regularization is a technique used in machine learning to prevent overfitting. Overfitting happens when a model learns not only the underlying patterns in the training data but also the noise. This makes the model perform well on training data but poorly on new unseen data. So after we know that what is the L1 regularization. L1 regularization is also called a lasso. Lasso means list, isolate, shrinkage and selection operator. It is a way to make a logistic regression model simpler and prevent overfitting. It does this by adding a penalty to the model for having large coefficients. Logistic regression also, we know that logistic regression is a method to predict the probability of a binary outcomes like 0 and 1. That is example of if an email is spam or not spam. This is the example how the L1 regularization works for regressions. So we have a three that regression, logistic regression can get this. So first one is the coefficient, penalty for large coefficients, and last one is the simpler model. So coefficient, also called the weights. In logistic regression, coefficient represents the importance of each feature input in making predictions. Or second one, penalty for large coefficient. In L1 regularization adds a penalty to the model's loss function based on the absolute values of the coefficients. This penalty is controlled by the parameter called lambda. So last one is the simpler model. By penalizing large coefficient, L1 regularization often results in some coefficient being exactly 0 coefficient, removing less important features from the model. So logistic model is maybe